Kalambayi, tell us about your decision to having signed a new contract with AFC Wimbledon.
It's the club where I came from, and my first professional club, and I really love the club and the story of the club. So I thought my chapter here is still not closed. I still got a lot more to offer, and for me personally, I don't think the fans have seen the best of me yet. So in that regard, I'd still like to give more and still show people what I can do. So I thought it was a great opportunity, and I'm glad to sign a new contract.
Absolutely. I mean, you're still a very young age as well, but what you're signing on to, what 2024?
Yeah, no, it's a 2-year deal, which is enough time for me to prove myself. As I said before, I still got a lot to offer. The fans have yet to see the best of me, and for myself, it's like we're going down the right path, and for me, it's an opportunity that I couldn't turn down.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you say, we're going on the right path there. What Robbo's trying to do here as well. How much did that appeal to you?
Yeah, when I was a kid, signed my first contract, he told me, no, sign with me, you'll get to the first team quicker than expected, and it happened. So now he's the first team manager, so it's a dream come true to play for the man that recruited you as a kid and helped you, now you're a man. So it's like that vision, I believe in that vision, and for myself, as I said at the start of the season, this season is all about proving a lot of people wrong, putting some respect on the badge, and we want to finish higher than we've ever done before, and that in itself is history, so that is still on. We believe in the process and we're still going through it. Nothing happens straightforward, there's always ups and downs, but we're on the right path, and I believe in his vision, so I want to be on that ride, I want to be on that journey. That's why I signed a new deal.
And of course, you've spoken about Mark Robinson there as well. I mean, he's really helped you develop as as a man and a player. So there's a special relationship there, yeah.
Yeah, my relationship with the gaffer is I can't describe it to you. It's we have a close relationship, and as I said before, there's nothing better than playing for the man that got you to sign for the club and told you the story of the club, and that's why for me I feel I have the attachment with the club. It's the story is all you need. It's as if you're trying to tell kids a story. This is an attachment you have that is a choice. So I can tell you the story of the club, and you can decide to love it or hate it. And for me, it's I wanna be a Wimbledon player.
Mark Robinson, great news. Paul Kalambayi signed a new contract to 2024. Give us your reaction.
Really pleased, Rob. I'm really pleased. Obviously, the recruitment board asked me who I feel was really important, to what we want to achieve moving forward. And I made it really clear that Paul is. He's, sometimes you talk about leadership, and we always relate leadership with age. And Paul's the perfect example that often that's not the case. He's 22, he's a real leader, he's a cultural architect in terms of the way he is around the players. So and obviously he's a very bright player with loads and loads of potential. So he's massively important, and I'm absolutely chuffed that he's put pen to paper for us.
And there's that strong bond between the pair of you. I mean, it goes back to the academy days. You've helped develop him not only into a player but also into a man as well.
Yeah, and it's just trust. I talk to the players a lot about trust and honesty, and Paul and I have had that from the day we met. When I had the chance to bring him in, and he had options to sign for other clubs. I promised him. I said, if you sign for us, then I promise you'll get a professional contract, and he did, and I think he always remembers that. And we're really close, and he completely understands me. He knows my motives and why I do things, and how important certain things to me. And you need people like that in the dressing room. So it's not just about being a good player who can go on to be an outstanding player. It's all those other things as well.
But it's really exciting as well. It's a signing that's, I think, going to please a lot of Wimbledon fans.
Definitely, because he's nowhere near where he can be. We all know he's a good player. Everyone's seen him have really good performances, but trust me, he's got so much more to come, and that's exactly the sort of players we need.
And in terms of the squad that you're developing now, I mean, it's got that real backbone to it. Players that you've worked with for such a long time: Jack Redoni, Ayo Basel, Anthony Hartigan, and PK and Will Nightingale.
Yeah, and that's what's so exciting. And then you've got a layer you know, the layers coming through as well, and you know, to build what you want to build, you need those players who understand you, and as I said, can keep building the culture and the environment, as well as being very good players and building a style of play. So it's massively important, because then when you do sign players from outside and players come in, it's so much easier for them to settle in, because it's quite clear to them what kind of expectations are going to be put on them, what the way we do things, the intensity we do things, and it just makes everything so much easier.
So as we said, you signed up to 2024, that's 2 more years for him, but a real integral part of what you're trying to do going forward now.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Paul's, when you look at what you want to achieve, Paul's that sort of player that you'd love to have with you, you know, just staying with you going on. And you know, no one's got a crystal ball, but that's certainly how I view things.
What about the bond that you've got between this group of players? Is it the strongest that you've known it to be?
Yes, I've been here for a very long time, seeing different managers. The bond that there is in the squad and between the players and staff is like nothing I've ever seen. So it's an environment where we're constantly challenging each other and bettering each other every day, constantly working to improve and be the best version of ourselves. And that's an environment I ain't seen at the club, and I've seen a lot of managers like come and go, and this just feels different. So we're on the right path, something is changing, like the perspective, the players, we don't think about what our budgets are, we give no excuses, we just get on with it, and we have that mentality that we can achieve something big no matter the adversity that we face. So for me, it's like, it's a great environment to be in.
What about this remarkable recovery of yours? Because I mean, we filmed you over at Carshilton the other week, and we're thinking like February, but to me it's looked like you're getting a lot ahead of schedule, yeah?
Yeah, no, I think I'm ahead of schedule. I feel good, I feel great. I'm getting up to fitness with Chris now, but like Tim has helped me a lot, because there was times where I was thinking like this is just gonna take too long, like I'm not ready. So he's helped me a lot, and I've got to know him better as a person, and not just a physio, and our relationship has improved since. So it's like, yeah, like I'd like to thank him for everything he's done. Like, still not done, but like he's done a lot, because this was mentally challenging, more than other injuries that I've had. So yeah, like, it's helped me a lot.
Well, you say that, but also, I mean, what about the fact that he's got you standing around in a freezer with your ski hat on? What's all that all about? Explain that.
Cryotherapy, like, it's a way to exercise. So the bike is like, the exercise you're doing in 21 minutes is equivalent to training for 2 hours. So that gets you ahead of fitness. So that's why when I just came back, it's like, I'm just going up and up in terms of fitness, in terms of the training, intensity, because that's helping me reach that optimum fitness and gain the strength that I need to perform. So yeah, that's what it is.
Good. So that you are on the way back, but I mean, you're on the way back having just got over an injury, and then you get into another injury. I mean, as you said, you must have faced some dark days to get through this, yeah?
Yeah, there was 2 ways about it. Like, usually when I get injured, I'm like, okay, cool, this is just a setback, I'll come back from it. This was the biggest one, because before that I missed 6 weeks. Then I came back thinking, okay, now it's my time, like, just gotta go help the team and be there for them. And then to get injured literally a week later after playing 3 games, it's like, I was down. But 2 days in, I thought about it, and I was like, this is a character building phase. So no matter how mentally tough I thought I was, this has taken me to another level. It's like, there isn't much more pain you can gain from it. Like, sitting there in the bed, you can't move for a month. Like, it doesn't get worse than that. So for me, I took it as a character building phase, and I've come out on top, and mentally I'm like in a different place. So I feel like I can do anything. So yeah, I feel great.
Absolutely. And of course, I mean, what Tim was first on the scene with you, did he sort of like help you immediately through this, yeah?
Yeah, no, he helped me like straight away. Like, he used to give me phone calls, and to be fair, the boys sent me messages, and like the Don's Trust, like, sent me some messages. It shows like it's a family, everyone's in it together. One person's struggling, everyone's there to get you up. I got some messages from academy boys, so it's like everyone's in it together, which did help. That's why I said 3 days in, which is however long that was. So I was looking at these messages, and I'm like, these are the amount of people that care. So you can't just feel sorry for yourself. As I was saying, like, it's a character building phase. You have to go through it. So if it was easy, then everyone would do it. So it's like, it's one of those things where I thought about it and I was like, I've just got to overcome it. I've done it before, I can do it again.
I was talking to Woody as well. I mean, the fact that you're now, as you say, committed to 2024, you've seen the whole community come back, the Don's local action work as well. You know, we're in the right place, we're back in the right stadium in the heart of Wimbledon. You know, it's the right place to be for your career now, yeah?
Yeah, no, it definitely is. I'm at that age where I'm fortunate enough to be experienced enough to cope in League One, and with the amount of games I've played and the knowledge I've gained from coaches and other players that used to be here. So it's like I'm constantly learning, but I have enough in me to go through the next step that we can achieve something great. And obviously it's a process. It might not happen this year, it might not happen next year, but I know for a fact it's a 2-year deal, but I still got a lot to show, and we've still got a lot of places to go, and hopefully we're moving in the right direction, which I think we are. There's still a lot left, so it's not done yet.
Brilliant, Paul. There's going to be so many people really pleased you committed to a new deal. Thanks for your time.
Cheers.